Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Shameless Freedom Podcast. And today we are going to be talking about when growth and personal development actually becomes an obsession and gets in the way of us actually really growing and enjoying life. You see, the truth of the matter is, so many of us are focused on learning and growing and becoming the next best version of ourselves. And while there's nothing wrong with that, at the same time, we can actually become obsessed with focusing on that next level of growth. And what I mean by that is so many of us want to get the next certification. We need to take the next training. We hire the next coach, thinking that there is more that we need to learn in order to be seen as enough or valuable. Now, this does not mean that we don't need to grow. However, there comes a point in time when we lose who we are because we're so focused on the growth, the healing, and the completion of the next training or certification or whatever it may be. And we move from what I would call this corporate hustle to a personal growth hustle. And and I bet most people out there would never think that this was them. And I gotta say, I don't think I thought this was me either. However, I can totally see it because when you're so focused on growth and healing, where is the fun? Where is the pleasure? You know, I shared that 2 years ago I stopped ballroom dancing. And there were a variety of different factors that came into my decision. And there was a part of me that knew I wanted to dance. And I was introduced to a form of dance called ecstatic dance and contact beyond contact. And I love it. It's amazing. And it's also healing. So to me, I looked at it as I'm having fun and I'm healing at the same time, which is absolutely true. However, I kind of limited myself to just doing those activities because they were allowing me to grow and they were fun at the same time. And I stopped investing or spending money on things I wanted just because. I didn't invest or spend money on going dancing just for fun. No, why would I do that, right? When I could come over here and I could dance, but yet feel the healing associated with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it wasn't beneficial. There were absolutely powerful experiences that came from these, I'll call them dance healing sessions. And yet at the same time, I lost sight of the fun and the play because the focus was on growth and healing. And I'm curious as to, does that feel like it fits into the way you look at life? Do you spend money on things just for fun? Or do you forget to play? I think so many women, whether they're entrepreneurs, corporate women, we are working, right? We are busy doing our jobs at the office. Then we come home, we're busy doing things for our kids, chauffeuring the kids around, doing things for them, taking care of the house, all of those things. And my question then is, what do you do for fun? Are you always finding yourself listening to educational content? Every book that you read have to inspire your brain. Does every activity that you go to need to be a growth opportunity? Is that how you live your life? Or do you allow yourself to just enjoy life, to go out dancing just because you want to dance, to go out to dinner with girlfriends just because you want to go out to dinner, or go out to dinner by yourself if you can, and just enjoy being in the moment. You see, this is where I believe that women struggle. I really do. I think that men are better at having fun and bringing in play into life. I know I was told for many, many years, Jen, you're too serious, lighten up. Anybody ever been told that? No. Well, yeah, because when you're trying to get everything done and you're trying to focus on making sure that you're having a good time, everyone's having a good time, so on and so forth, that there's this pressure. And we as women forget how to just let go, to play, to have fun, to just do something silly, be messy, get wet in the rain, play in the mud, be messy. I don't care what it is. But do we always have to focus on a goal of achievement? Can't we just enjoy life? I used to call my ex-husband the CEO of fun because he would come up with the most creative, fun games, whether it was like a flippy cup or a flip a penny into a cup or something like that. And these are the things that people enjoy. These are things that you remember. This is where creativity comes into play. You don't have to have the perfectly planned out party. You just allow things to flow. You see, here's the other truth. When women are too serious and we don't learn how to play and let go, it impacts our ability to let go in the bedroom. Just pause there for a moment. How many of you have either not fully enjoyed the intimacy with your partner, or you have thoughts racing in your head when you really want to be in the moment, but your body's there, but your brain's not. Your brain's somewhere else, thinking about something else. Because you're focused on being serious. Like being intimate and having fun with that's about fun and play. It is a place where you can use your imagination, you can use your creativity, you can bring in toys, you can bring in food, you can create any type of environment that you want. But you see, here's the thing, sometimes us women, we want the man to create the scene, we want him to do it all. Have the music, the lighting, the candles, the all that, which is great, right? But you can't expect the man to do all of that and you just show up. But is your energy really fully showing up? Are you fully embodied? and ready for that experience, we need to allow ourselves to slow down, to get rid of the seriousness for just a little bit and allow yourself to play. Be a kid. Talk dirty. Say funny things. You know what? You might even say or do something that's really crazy and memorable and fun, and who the hell knows what's going to happen. But when you allow yourself to focus on living and being in the moment, as opposed to always focusing on learning, I promise you, you will see a shift. You'll feel a shift in your own energy, and you'll experience that shift with people around you too, because they won't feel like you're such a, I'll just say like a tight ass type of thing, right? Where you're so structured and everything has to go a certain way. Just let go. Go with the flow. And you know what? You might just learn something. But learn something. You see, that is the beauty. When there's a focus for learning, there's an outcome, right? We expect to get an ROI on whatever investment it was we made, whether we spent money on something or spent time on something. But what if you did something just for the love of it, just because you wanted to, just because you had the desire? I encourage you to identify what is a desire that you have. I don't care what it is. Something for you. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the time. In fact, I probably want it to be wild and crazy that somebody else might go, what would you want that for? That's the thing you want, right? Yes, I want to go and I want to buy those $500 red shoes, or I want to go and take a dance lesson, or I want to go on a trip to wherever, whatever it might be. Challenge yourself. Allow yourself to step into it. But don't just save it for fun girls' weekends, like twice a year. Those are great. But how can you incorporate more of that into your regular day-to-day life?